Hello everyone, my name is Jackie Versa back again. Hope you're doing well today. I'm going to be doing something different than something I've done in the past. That sounded weird, but at the same time, this is going to be... Hold on. I'm going to be writing a pilot to... It's either going to be a practice test for a film or a TV pilot. I don't know if it's going to be a movie yet, or if I'm just going to make it a series. But this is going to be roughly 15, 20 minutes max. Not the stream, but the pilot. And we're going to write it. This isn't like my you're writing my story type stream that I did in the past, where it was you guys get to write a story and it features all of you. Although that was fun, and I will do that in the future. This time, I want to focus on this bad boy right here. Yeah, oh, it looks like I got a viewer. Welcome. Now, this is going to be a fantasy. It's one of those where fantasy meets reality, and it's going to be kind of cliche, ashamedly. And
cliche fantasy meets reality. That's usually something that gets a little weird.
It's not like I don't want it to be cliche, but you've told me that it was a bit cliche. It had different cliches in it. Oh, hello, Burb. There is a Burb. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, I got my Glamrock Freddy hat. Not sponsored. But yeah, I'm going to be working on this. I wrote this. I started writing it when I was on a field trip to this place in my state, and it grew from there. I was literally on the bus using my Chromebook text app. So it grew, it sprouted, and it's ass. So I'm going to work on it today and try and fix that. And maybe if you guys have any
ideas... You know how hard it is to not comment on things you were saying right now? I was working it on the bus. Just think for a sec.
Oof. Hello, Robert. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'm going to be working on it, and if you guys have any ideas, feel free to chip in. And I will credit you. You will be credited in the transcript. It says Jackie Versa and his subscribers as the credits, and I will credit you individually in the actual credits of the pilot. I gotta rewatch this so I remember that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to the doc. Joining me is Kitthesoulless. He's currently verbally unavailable because he has background music. He will be tuning in.
Mostly I'm in a subway at current, so that's a thing.
Oof. I thought you said Speedway for a second. But no, he will be chipping in soon, but for right now, it's just us. That being said, hello Yuki, hello Robert, and if anyone's still here, because it says I only got one viewer now, I'm going to start. Next page, yay! Font I should use so everyone can see.
Best advice I can give, and not even I follow it to the T all the time, but don't worry too terribly much about the number of viewers you have.
I don't know. This is just interactive. All right. I'm gonna go to. Let me find a good font. That should be decent. I mean, not font. Font size. Ish. So, first things first. One of the characters is a self-insert. I need to fix that. So, he's going to be a character likened to me, but he's not going to have my IRL name, because I don't like having my IRL name out there, because A, I don't like my name that much, B, I don't feel like getting swatted. So, let me just switch that around. The main character's name is going to be Zach. He is a werewolf. Don't call him that, though. He will get pissed. I'm not talking about his name, but I'm saying werewolf. It's a taboo. I got inspiration from several things for this, and I'm not specifically stealing anything from anyone. It's just...
Is a werewolf? Where?
Their wolf. Their castle. Now I'm stealing shit. Well...
It's not theft, it's called referencing.
Yee. So, this script was specifically... Because I printed out a few of them. And each one was for a role for the voice actors I had hired during my high school days. And it was just a couple of my friends and, you know. But I'm going to actually, once this is done, hopefully get some actual voice actors. Not anything like, you know, popular ones, but, you know, ones that can do the job. I already have one person in mind for the main character's mate. And that's just bias. No. I might have to find something else. But, enough of that. I'm going to start now. So, little background information. Zach, werewolf, brother, also werewolf, but hasn't kicked in yet. Because in this universe, it's like, it's kind of like wolf blood, but not wolf blood at the same time. It's activated by a bite, but it's not just you bite a random person, they get turned into a werewolf. It's already in your blood, it's part of your genealogy, and a bite activates it. And it's only a set amount of the population. Therefore, it's kind of like a ritual in the fantasy world where once you turn of a certain age, you get bit in the hand or the neck, and you have this whole, oh wow, voice crack, you have this whole situation. But main character's brother, a bit of a late bloomer, and we'll get into that. So, this pilot takes place in the human world. And, boy, does some stuff happen. Now, let's think of a name, shall we? Because Zach is the main character. He's British. I really need to work on my accent if I'm going to be playing him. And he has a brother named... What is his name? I don't want it to be something that rhymes, so it was going to be Jack, but then I realized, because that was his original name before I even came up with the name Jackie Versa, but his original name for my first ever short story involving the origins of these characters was Jack Tickings, and it was a time travel story. So I don't want to do that because Zach and Jack kind of rhymes. And plus, I'm already making a project with the name Jackie in it, so it's just not gonna work. Let me think of a good name for him.
You do realize if you're doing anything involving werewolves, you're eventually going to get the attention of the uwu crowd.
Oh, I know. I was talking in my group chat involving Joey and a couple of my IRL friends, and I was like, "You guys want to be part of something cool?" And they're like, "What is it?" And Joey was like, "Furry stuff." Unfortunately, he's at work, so he cannot be joining us today.
Yeah, you're still going to get the attention of the uwu bite me crowd.
Oh yeah, the Uwu Bite Me crowd is gonna be huge in this, but I might actually throw a reference to that into the show, like later into the show, to where it's like he goes to like his brother is a huge furry, and he convinces him to go to a con, and he has to play it off as if it's like a fucking suit. So, starting off, this is called this isn't the title, I promise. But the gist of this, and
Don't worry, you can just call it a working title.
yeah, Zack transforms blank and transforms into Anktere on a field trip. And Anktere is a werewolf. That's the name I gave them. They created their own language because they wanted to hide what they were saying from the humans. That's it. Now fucking name. Let me look at the room, see if I can find anything. Oh, got it. John.
I can't help but say this, but you say Anktai and all the thing. The only thing I can think of is Tank Carry.
Tank Carry? Oh boy. Well, I now know his name. It is John. Oh wait, didn't I name their grandfather that? Oh my god. Isn't making a world fun when you have to use realistic names? Daniel. Okay, so it is Zack transforms Daniel and transforms into Anktere on field trip. That's it. It's gonna be weird voicing a senior when I'm, like, gonna be a freshman and, like, restarting as a freshman in college. Okay. So, his name is Daniel. I'm allowed to have two different characters in different universes named the same thing. It's just I don't want a Jackie and a Jack. That's too much. Because in my sci-fi, the main antagonist bleh, is named Daniel. Or should I just name him Dan in the script? Yeah, that's about it. You see, I've never fully finished a script before. And it's rather strange because I've been working on scripts since I was in 3rd grade. And I've never finished one. Open on Dan. No, open on school bus stopping on the road. Shoulder of the road. Or should I say fade in on? No, I don't want the episode to start with a freaking fade. Or do it. You see, this is going to be a process, Kit, and anyone watching. I'm going to be fighting myself a lot. Disagreeing with myself and changing things, and it's a process, and you're an
Rule
author.
1 to being a writer, you are your own worst critic.
And I was going to say, you as a writer understand that.
So fucking much, you have no idea.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm going to take off my hat. Oh, Lord. Bad hair day, anyone? Every day is a bad hair day. Cut to... No, not cut to, because it's opening. Open on a school bus stopping on the shoulder of the road. Okay. Oh, I sound like a horse. Dan. Cut to close up of Is there a dash between close and up? I don't know.
Normally, yes.
Robert, this is going to be a pilot to a, I'm hoping, series? It'll start, this is just a pilot, it's going to be my concept, and then if it gets, some traction, I will make a, film, like a short film, introducing us to the world, and then it'll be a series. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be... I don't know if it's going to make it past one season, but it'll definitely be interesting to watch the progress. That is, if it gets any traction at all, because, although it's going to be animated, and a lot of indie animators are getting a lot of traction lately. A lot of attention. Oh, that just made me sound like an attention seeker. Oh my lord. Thank you, Robert, for the good luck. Close up of the bus doors. There is a lot of commotion coming from inside the bus. Just inside. That's all we need. Doors open. View. We see. No. Let's see here. Okay. Let me look at this, because this is the concept. The concept script. It just basically has all the dialogue and actions. It doesn't have all the camera angles. It doesn't have all the cuts. It's just a concept. A really bad one. This is going to take a long time. I just got 2 lines done.
Took me about 3 years to write my first book.
Yeah. Should I even keep it named The Fantasizers? It's intentionally spelled wrong. That's what I tell myself. Okay. Dan. 2. Was from the doors, both throwing punches at each other. They look alike. No, they look identical. Den. Poorly acting. Blocks punches from the other boy while trying to act scared. Ah, get off! I don't want to scream into my microphone. That's why I'm, you know. I do have neighbors, so I don't want to. Yeah. Cut to close up of Dan. Cut to close up of Dan and Zach. Dan blocks punches from the other boy while trying to act scared. Why did I say the other boy? Blocks punches from Zach while trying to act scared. Ah, get off! Check something. Okay. Now. I forgot the quotations, bitch. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm going to read what we got so far. See if it clicks with any of you guys. Open on a school bus stopping on the shoulder of the road. Cut to close up of the bus doors. There's a lot of commotion coming from inside. The doors open. I need a comma there. Nope, semicolon. Two high school boys emerge from the doors, both throwing punches at each other. They look identical. Cut to close-up of Dan and Zach. Dan blocks punches from Zach while trying to act scared. Ah, get off! Zach punches Dan in the face. Are you gonna call me that again? Hold on a second. Alright. So... Oh, wow. Okay. Happy birthday, I wanna fucking die. Happy birthday, I wanna fucking cry.
Nom nom, Jackie face.
Nom. Dan throws a weak punch. All I said is that you're a Ah! That ah was too long. It's more of a ah! Okay, I need to capitalize all these cut twos. So, cut to close up of Dan neck. That's the name of their father. Fuck. Maybe he could be a junior. Maybe. What do you guys think? Should I give him a new name or should he just be a junior? Okay. Hold on, guys. I am going to fix my chair, make it a little closer. So I gotta take off my headphones. I'm still here, so I'm not muting. Yay. Okay. Only downside is I cannot stretch my legs out. Because if I do, I will be kicking my setup.
This is what happens when you become a budget streamer.
Have you seen my setup? It's literally just two cabinets, one with a PC on it, and one of the drawers pulled out with the freaking monitor on it, and the other one with a Wii on top of it.
You should have seen my setup when I started. It involved a washing machine.
Oof. Why did my menu open? Reaches for Dan neck with
Because, didn't you know, man, you gotta see this.
dirt. Teach? Reaches for Dan's neck with his teach? No, teeth. Teeth. I love when I use the wrong fucking word that has no fucking connection to the other word. Cut to. Have you noticed this has a lot of cut twos? No, not cut to. It's not a cut to. It's a. Whoosh. It's a pan. It's a pan to.
Just don't follow Marvel's standard of 69 cuts in a 4-minute and 20-second fight scene.
Yeah, it makes it hard to watch. Pan to the door, the bus door. I'm used to scribing in Discord, so it's like I have the urge to click the shift button so I can hit enter. Yeah. At some point tonight, I might be getting interrupted by a call. I'm not going to end the stream for the call. I'm just going to turn off the microphone. It's my stepdad telling me plans for the night, so. I thought of saying something, and I realized that's endangering myself.
What, the idea that 69 werewolves would be fun?
No. It was like an IRL thing, and I was like, oh wait, nope, that's private.
Yeah. Do not let slip the weirdness. Hello there, doggo. I am finally fucking home with food.
Nice. What'd you order?
Number 31. Cheesy garlic aioli steak.
Ooh. Well, I hope you enjoy your food.
I would enjoy my food a lot better if I didn't walk into my room and suddenly have the smell of blue smoke. Now I gotta figure out which one of my electronics exploded.
Oh, shit.
It's the dehumidifier engine! Fuck. Oh well. Oh my god. I'm finally available! I no longer have background music. Although there is a background of stupid. But then again, that's an ever-present thing.
Woo!
You did that at the weirdest and yet funniest time.
It's not a woo to your dehumidifier exploding. It's a woo to the weirdness.
That's what I meant.
Oh, Robert says hello.
Hello. Also, by the way, I just realized in the freaking thing that Happy Wolf sent to the Clean Gallery, the Tarify Your Character thing, apparently somebody used my character and gave it titties. Because that very much looks like me, just with tits.
Oh, I gotta see this. Hold on. I'm not opening it on stream.
Oh no, it's safe for work kind of titties.
I know, but at the same time, it's my Discord's currently on like RDMs, so.
Ah.
I'd have to turn on my camera, like my camera only screen, switch to that, then switch back. It's annoying.
You know what else is annoying?
Hmm.
The sound of something being shoved through a meat grinder that isn't supposed to go through a meat grinder.
Oof. That's just my pterodactyl screech.
My throat.
I see what you mean by it looks a lot like you.
It looks a lot like me, just with titties.
Is it an aardwolf, though?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You can tell from the way the... so, most people don't know this. Aardwolves have what's referred to as a mane. Which, it's not like a lion's mane, but it's the thing along the back of their neck that almost looks like hair right until they get freaked out and it puffs up and almost doubles their body size.
Yeah, that does look like a aardwolf.
Mm-hmm. It's what differentiates an aardwolf from a striped hyena, which doesn't have a mane.
Wow. I don't know if I should be impressed or, like, mad.
About what?
It being your character.
I mean, I personally don't mind it. It wouldn't be the first time I've had titties.
Fair enough. That's fucking fair enough. Oh, I'm getting chest pains.
So, a little bit of a weird history lesson. But I've told you that I, at one point, struggled with body dysmorphia and gender dysphoria, yeah?
Yeah.
During that time of my life, my persona was a hermaphrodite.
I tried using that word in school and a bunch of girls just went, that word's offensive.
No, it's not. It's a biological term. If they think it's offensive, then they are fucking retarded.
Hey!
Understand. I'm not afraid to call a spade a spade. I'm also afraid to call a retard a retard.
Well, this stream's not getting monetized.
You're a small channel. Even if it did get monetized, it would get monetized for maybe 10.
Yeah. Well,
Understand. I live the same struggle. It's fine.
well.
Oh, you know the funniest thing about all of that? Most everybody is afraid to tell people nowadays the way they think or what they think or, you know, more importantly, that what they think is wrong. You know the number of times I've come across people that think that the term biology or biological is offensive?
Plenty. And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary.
And the funniest part about that is that 90% of the people that are like that, if you disagree with any of them, they will yell at you that you're... Would you like to know it as a field of science? Or field of scientific endeavor? Biology!
Yell it for the people in the back.
No, I don't usually yell it for the people in the back. I yell it for the people who are too stupid to understand. Then again, I usually have to spell it out for them, too. So, yeah. By the way, for the record, if you didn't know, spend enough time around me, you'll understand what cynicism... Would you like to know the easiest way to understand cynicism? Somebody says something remarkably stupid. They think they're smart. No, madam, you're actually a complete moron. Shut up, sit down, and actually listen to people, or maybe go over there and chew on some crayons. A cynic will tell you when you're an idiot. A cynic also typically doesn't expect people to be anything other than idiots. It's not a good way to live, but at the same time, I really don't expect random people to be smart enough to do anything other than, breathe. Because I'm sorry, I've met some really, really stupid people.
Some?
I watched a dude nearly get hit by a train because he was looking at a shiny rock in the gravel, bent down on the train track. With everybody, and he decided to crouch down and start trying to pull the rock out of the concrete. It took two dudes grabbing him by the back of the head and by the legs and throwing him off the track so the fucking train didn't hit. Afterwards, he called the police and tried to have the 3 people who saved his ass, arrested for assault. Like I said, I don't trust anyone to be competent or intelligent until they have proven to me that they can be.
Yeah. Well.
By the way, if you haven't realized, another good example, particular mindset of I don't expect people to be intelligent until they've proven otherwise. Record this at like 3 a.m. Anyways, how goes the writing?
Painful, but that's how it goes.
Writing should only be painful when you've been writing for too long and your wrist cramps up.
My brain
It's kind of like wanking in that aspect.
No, it's I've been so interested in what you were saying that I brain fucking I hyper focused.
You're right, who did?
I can't really double task mentally. It's more of a I'm writing an ooh shiny. Or in this case, ooh interesting story. How am I going to stretch this to like 15 to 20 minutes? How is that going to work? It'll be like 10 at most. Okay. But like I said, I have the entire thing written. Well, almost the entire thing. I have it up to a cliffhanger that I'm going to finish. But it's all dialogue and actions, and towards the end it's more of like the camera angles and stuff, but like it's just
Speaking of retard in the chat, apparently he came back very, like, just a moment ago, and Claire fast-fired his ass.
I gotta see this shit. Hold on. Frost is my... No! Okay, when they joined...
Yeah, this is the idiot I was talking about. I've been banning them repeatedly from the Discord for weeks now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't connect that name when they joined. I should have. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay. That stupidity is done. For now.
So you've seen my streams, yeah?
Yeah, I've watched your streams.
Do you remember seeing somebody in the chat called Foot?
No.
There's been a dude for a couple weeks. We've been calling him Foot, but his name is like Foot Too Crazy or something like that. Has been... this has all been that person.
The guy who keeps threatening you and Frost and Laika and everyone?
Mm-hmm.
That guy added me for some reason. Not added, but like, you know, at. And he mentioned me. I never got to see what he said. Or was it like him mentioning everybody?
No, it was an at everyone, I think.
Yeah. Well, pan to the bus door, filled with okay, in the original, I had one of the bad guys in this pilot being 12.
Typical tween story, don't go below 14. Or, not 14. 13.
Yeah, it was
Or
like...
above 13. Sorry. Do you want this to be aimed at tweens, teenagers, young adults?
Teenagers and young adults. But no, it's like this annoying, like, Gen A girl starts recording them as they transform and then tries to, like, post it, and they have to, like
Character
erase...
age range should be between 13 and 16.
Mm.
For that demographic.
It's like... Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm erasing the voice clips that I already have. Because, a random 12-year-old, was like, yeah, I'll do the voice clips. Okay. While I'm remembering, I'm going to go to flip a clip. and erase that project. Okay, this is why I like having input, because that probably wouldn't fly and my career could be ended quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the having a voice actor that's under the age of 13.
Yeah. Actually, having any voice actor under the age of 16 can get you in trouble. Realistically, even with child-voiced characters, most actors are going to be above the age of 18.
Yeah.
Hell, did you know that every single one of the voice actors for Codename Kids Next Door was an adult? Some of them well into their, I think, 30s.
I believe that. They sound like they're adults. I know the Peanuts had actual kids voice them. Charlie Brown didn't end up doing so good.
Actually, it did amazingly for the time it was in.
No, I'm talking about the actor.
I mean, he was I think, fourth grader that sounded like he was in his mid-50s.
I meant, like, his life ended up being not so great afterwards. I feel bad for him, because he was thrust into acting, and all of a sudden he was famous, and then he went through a bunch of mental issues, and yeah, he took himself out. But
why do you think most child actors are not or what do you think child actors mostly are in this day and age?
yeah. One of my
Lord.
Oh, wow. Congrats. One of my stepdad's friends watched a movie called Good Boys. I didn't like it.
I've seen a porno with that name. Yes, it involved furries.
Oof. This was not like that. Although it shouldn't have been made. It's a bunch of, like, kids acting, like, super vulgar and shit, and, like, trying to act like adults. Like,
yeah.
Doing drug deals and shit.
Yeah. Understand, there are a lot of movies that probably shouldn't have been made. There's a lot of that shouldn't have been made. Or shouldn't have been made. Look, if you want a good idea of what I mean, read Lord of the Flies.
Wasn't that, like, a required school book at one point?
Yes. There was also a video adaptation that literally had two child actors reenacting, or rather acting out, a scene in which one of them kills the other by bludgeoning them to death with a stone. More accurately, grabbing the person and slamming their head repeatedly into a rock.
Those kids must have been traumatized.
Actually, they apparently the actors for it thought it was fucking hilarious.
Mm.
The movie was also made in a different era. Understand, some people were a lot less sensitive back in the, like, 80s.
Yeah. I've never seen Stand By Me. I've seen quite a bit of Stephen King stuff, but I've never seen Stand By Me.
One of the best old-ass things you can watch, though, in my opinion, is anything from the Great Old Fuck.
Who's the great old fuck?
George Carlin.
Oh, I love George Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good in, well, I liked him in Thomas, but, like, he was really good in, what's it called? It's the Dogma. I liked him in Dogma.
I am horrible with titles as much as I am with names.
Oh. It's one of those,
But I do remember quite a few of his jokes.
yeah, it was a movie, it's like, I'm not gonna spoil it, never mind. All I can say is, you should watch Dogma, it's pretty good. It's got, if you know who Matt Damon...
The point is, I've probably seen it. I just don't remember it by name.
Religious comedy. But no, back to my pilot. I'm going to try and force myself to focus, and it's probably going to end well. It's probably not going to end well.
Oh, the sounds of a fox sucking meat.
Ooh. Just that got my attention.
Don't worry, I was just defluting my steak. That's a phrase.
Oof. Pardon the unshavedness, by the way. It's I'm gonna do that later.
Don't mind me, I've been a furry so long I just know what to say to make a brain go, ooh, what's this?
Ooh, what's this?
Ooh, woo, what's this? There's something very wrong. Ooh, woo, what's this? There's white things on my dong.
Boy.
Jackie, you poor innocent bean, something tells me when we find venture something, you're going to have one of those moments of sudden wanting to shrink.
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt that I'm gonna just want to shrink into nothing.
Especially when I decide to cut loose with rapid fire fucking weird jokes. Or when I go off on a tangent about eating grandma.
Ever smell something horrific, look back, see grandma fingering herself and wondering, why is she... the fuck?
Your brain just had a malfunction. Just like grandma.
I mixed two jokes in one. I was going down on grandma and I tasted horse semen.
That can only have two outcomes. Either an STD or a child.
Oof. I was going down on grandma and I tasted horse semen and I wondered, is this how she died?
That one even made my brain reboot. Fuck.
There's several things wrong with that joke. This stream's gonna get taken down, I just know it.
Nah, I've said worse. It'll get the dreaded yellow fucking monetization marker, which doesn't mean jack shit.
Ah. Okay. Now you've got that song stuck in my head. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is in the air? The fuck? There's white shit everywhere. That's the only version I can sing because otherwise, copyright. Bus door filled with high school.
I wish that I was so far away when she shoved a horse cock in between her legs.
Damn.
Never did I wanna be there again. Instantly regretting why I came.
I love doing the drum beat to that song. It's pretty fun. Like the. Um. I like doing the drum beat to the song. It's pretty fun. I do it at work. Like I'll be in back cash and I'll just be drumming on the desk.
I think just about everybody who listens to music does that.
Yeah.
Ow! I had one of those moments.
Oof! What happened?
I'm balling up the subway wrapper. Go to put some pressure on it, and every single one of the fucking joints in my fingers just crack and separate.
Oh!
Just think popping all of your knuckles all at once in one move. Just.
Oh! That's horrible. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Oh, because it's funny as hell. Just remember, though, you'll wind up having it happen more often than not when you get older. Getting old doesn't mean very much other than you get more responsibilities and you get crunchier. In every way, shape, and form.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your 20s, because in your younger years and up to your late 20s, snap, crackle, and pop usually just means you're eating cereal. When you get older, snap, crackle, and pop are the sounds that you don't want to hear during sex.
Ew. Oh, my phone turned off. I gotta check my chat. Hello, chat. How you doing tonight?
Probably better than... Well, probably better than my hand at the moment.
Where? Hello, salami snack. Welcome to the stream.
That's not salami snack, that's salami snack. Or snake.
Oh, I didn't see. There is a kit in the chat. And in the VC. So. You're gonna see that I tend to distract myself when I put myself under pressure.
You very much do.
Like, I am forced to clean my room. Oh, great. I'm gonna do FNAF music for the next few hours.
You know how I have learned to get around that? I need to clean my room. I'm gonna put on something philosophical for the next 2 hours while I work.
I'd get so bored that I fall asleep.
No, you wouldn't. You know why?
Why?
Philosophy is not as boring as you think. I'm actually going to give you a link to somebody. I want you to watch the video I give you for the link, not on stream or anything, but actually listen in the background while you're doing something. Like next time you go to clean your room, listen in the background. Like, good example. Have you ever read, I think it's 18... I don't like getting... I'm bad with numbers.
I'm bad at all things math. I get yelled at because I count on my fingers.
1894. Oh, 1984. Have you ever read the book 1984?
No, I want to, though.
Well, would you like a synopsis about and a concept of the famous Orwell novel? Broken down into philosophical language.
I'd like to read it first.
Um, I mean, how long will it take you to read a 328-page novel?
Not long.
The fuck?
328 pages is shorter than the longest Harry Potter book.
Yes, but the difference between these is one is about totalitarianism and a dystopian future. The other is about wizards.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically about killing Wizard Hitler. It's like...
I mean, not really even that. And I'm gonna have everybody wanting to fucking shoot me, but Voldemort is not anywhere near as evil as Hitler. In fact, he's technically not evil, he's just fucked in the head. He is by far one of the least quote-unquote evil people I have seen in any form of fiction when it comes to the antagonist. He's willing to kill, yes, but every antagonist is. He is willing to use, quote, taboo curses. Bitch, I'm willing to use taboo curses if the need arises, if the reason is there. He's willing to split his soul into dozens of little pieces to allow himself immortality. If I'm going to try to take over the world, yeah, I'd do the same thing. He also doesn't create concentration camps, necessarily. What he does is just goes out and commits mass murder. There is nowhere near as much evil in that as there is in working millions and millions of people to death in a hopeless situation. If you're just outright killing, you're not effectively destroying their life, their morale, their soul, their everything in the process. You're just killing them. And trust me, the Avada Kedavra spell is a lot better than dying in a gas chamber.
Yeah, Avada Kedavra just takes your soul right out your body.
It actually doesn't take your soul out of your body. It just stops your heart. It stops your heart and mind. It doesn't do anything to your soul. It's called the killing curse for a reason. Functionally, all it does is instantly kills every part of your body. It, quote, stops your heart, stops your... not quote, but it stops your heart, stops your brain, stops neurons from firing, and effectively discontinues your subscription to life instantaneously, but it doesn't do anything to your soul. There are actually curses in the Harry Potter universe that are actually even worse than Avada Kedavra. One of which, in the sense that it actually does fuck with your soul because it continuously tortures you even after death.
Crucio?
Nope. It's actually not one of the, quote, taboo curses. It's one of the ways they make things like... have you ever noticed that those wraith-looking things that suck out your soul look remarkably human?
Dementors?
Yeah. Did you know they can theoretically be made from a person?
Damn, that's dark.
Did you know the way they... do you know the way they control Dementors in Azkaban?
How?
A curse that usurps the mind and continuously tortures the spirit. So in other words, it's the only reason they have control of the Dementors that work for Azkaban is because, one, they're being mind controlled, which in my opinion is 1,000 times worse than any killing curse. Uh, and two, they're doing so under the threat of eternal pain. If you look really deep into the Harry Potter universe, there's a lot of really dark shit. Like, for example, did you know that 90% of the people in Azkaban have at least died once and been forcefully brought back to continue their punishment? Once you're in there, you're immortal. You're being punished for all of eternity. You're not allowed to die. If you do die, it's usually because people have effectively tortured you to death with the curse of pain, i.e. Crucio, until your body gave out, resurrected you repeatedly, rinse and repeat, or you died of natural causes. Which, old age for wizards doesn't necessarily equate to natural causes.
I mean, Dumbledore's like in his hundreds, isn't he?
Well beyond just his hundreds. He's into his full hundreds. Closing in on the upper half of the spectrum of hundreds. Apparently he's, what was it? Close to 600 and, I think, 30 or 40? And understand, in that universe, there are wizards who had survived much longer than that, because, as Professor Snape says, if you're good enough, he can teach you how to put a stopper on death.
Yeah. I mean, there was
Wizards in that world are theoretically immortal.
yeah, there's the Philosopher's Stone that made it to where, what's his name? Nicholas Flamel, he lived until he was in his 660s.
Yeah. You are theoretically ageless. There is a process by which you can effectively keep yourself alive in that universe indefinitely, so long as you're not killed by another person or by the actions or inactions of other people. Can you tell I've looked far too far into that universe, by the way?
That was me when I was like 12.
Yeah, when the books first came out, I was kind of dating somebody who was really, really into the books. So I got into the books myself, watched the movies. Movies are, in my opinion, better to some extent than the books, because the books prattle on quite a bit.
I like the books better personally because the movies leave out a lot of good shit.
Yes, they do, but understand when I say they prattle on, uh, the person who made uh, that universe suffers from the same kind of issue that Tolkien, or I believe it was Tolkien, uh, did, in the fact that they over-explain everything. The best quote I can ever think of when dealing with that kind of writing style is, "We don't need the backstory on every change."
I used to think Agatha Christie's writing was really boring.
Yeah. If you want boring, go read Pride and Prejudice.
I watched a play called A Doll's House. It was pretty exciting, actually. It was an 1800s drama.
Hmm.
I didn't see it in person. It was on YouTube, but...
Also, was it Pride and Prejudice or Crime and Punishment that was, like, in the thousands for pages?
I think Crime and Punishment. What do you think about Pride and Prejudice and zombies?
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't... What?
That's an actual fucking movie.
I'm sorry, that it probably falls under the same category of movie. Don't tend to watch those.
Or Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer or shit like that, yeah.
That's literally what I just said.
You cut out real bad.
Oh, yeah, no, I said those fall under the same category as movies like Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, that's...
And I don't watch those.
That's fucking awful. I've never seen any of those at all.
But yeah, no, Dostoevsky novels are fucking insane lengthwise.
Yes. I have never read...
Kind of like my ex from high school.
Damn.
"13 and a half inches of things to make your brain go up."
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Focus, Jackie.
By the way, hey Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
One of the last things that you want when you're trying to focus is to have me in the call.
It's fine. This is a fun stream. It's not supposed to be boring. And if it was just me typing, it would be boring.
Yeah. Question, or a couple questions. I'm going to give you a choice on things that I will send you, or that I can send you.
Okay.
Either quote the terrifying predictions of George Orwell, quote, "We're amusing ourselves to death," or "Why everyone hates Nietzsche."
Were you trying to say niche?
Well, actually, if you really want to get it technical, his name was Nietzsche.
Oh, an author. Okay.
No? Well, yes, but no!
I thought you were talking about niche as in, like, subgenre and stuff like that.
No. Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Got it.
The man who famously said, and I quote, "God is dead and we are the ones who killed him." Known as the world's best and most hated nihilist. Actually considered to be the father of nihilism and the person who created the concept or penned the concept of the Ubermensch. You have no idea who I'm talking about, do you?
I've heard the phrase "God is dead, we killed him," but I've never put a name to
You
it.
have no idea who I'm gonna send you a thing on Nietzsche.
Oof. I'm falling back in my chair. Oh. It's one of those rockers that's like those rocking gaming chairs that sit on the floor.
Yeah.
It's really fun to just rock it back and then land on the floor.
By the way, Nietzsche's name will nuke anyone and everyone in a spelling bee 9 times out of 10. Do you know why?
Why?
Nietzsche.
Sounds Russian.
No, German.
Oh, he's German?
Ubermensch.
Uberman. Yep, that's
Perfect
German.
man.
That's German.
In fact, that he's actually the philosopher that a lot of people claim gave Hitler the idea of the Aryan race, but in reality, no. Everybody took Ubermensch to mean the perfect person, i.e., a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, muscular, tall man. When in reality, do you know what the concept of the Ubermensch is? Living your life to its utmost, being driven to perfect yourself. It's literally a concept that equates to find your drive to better yourself until there is no flaw left in you. It doesn't mean anything about creating the perfect race. It's just build on yourself so that no one can tear you down. Become superhuman so that no one can harm you or better you in any way, or rather, or best you in any way. I could also send you the video titled "The Use and Misuse of Pseudo-Intellect."
Somewhat intellect?
Pseudo-intellectual. Do you know what pseudo-intellectual means?
No.
You're stupid, but you're trying to sound smart.
So like 90% of the internet.
Let me put it to you this way. I could sit here and speak in verbose ways and tell you all about the philosophies of Dostoevsky in ways and words that 90% of humanity won't fully understand or comprehend. They'll think they do, but they won't. That, however, would be me being a pseudo-intellectual because I also know how to boil Dostoevsky down to the concept of the dude just wanted people to care about each other in a way that didn't involve, you getting money for trying to help somebody else. He was all about altruism, i.e. he wanted people to care about each other.
Yeah. I'm going to take my dog out real quick. I'm going to put this on an intermission. I will be right back.
No.
I can't exactly take my headset with me. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Now the question is, can they still hear me?
They probably will.
Oh, woo. Okay. I shall mute my mic then. Either that or I shall sit here and chat with... we can... So, chat, what do you guys think? What is a good way that we could distract the Jackie thing from this weird pilot? I see your chat is about as lively as mine.
Oh fuck! I accidentally deleted one of uh Salami Snake's messages. I'm sorry.
I was wondering why that was a thing. By the way, I found the perfect one to send you.
Oh.
Satan's Forbidden Tale. The Devil's Terrifying Philosophy in Paradise Lost.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of Paradise Lost?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever read it?
No.
Have you ever considered reading it?
Maybe.
It is quite literally the tale of an as portrayed by the devil himself. It's also where the quote, "'Tis better to reign in hell than serve in heaven," comes from. It's also where a very large chunk of my personality when I'm stressed out comes from.
Yeah.
I sent you the synopsis and outlook of, or synopsis and breakdown of the story.
Oh fuck! I forgot to lock the door. Hold on.
Ooh, woo, forgetful brain. I am going to mix somebody's brain.
There we go.
I am going to mix someone's brain into the Kool-Aid.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. I'm going to mix someone's brain into the Kool-Aid. Specifically yours. Pick a flavor. Apple or watermelon. That needs to be... That very much needs to be cleaned. Excuse me. Apple or watermelon?
Watermelon.
Watermelon it is. Me. And I will have officially mixed the drink. Hello there, Sparkle Doggo.
For a second, I forgot that was your dog's name, and I thought someone with that name was in the chat.
I thought I said hello, Doggo.
No, he said hello, Sparkle Doggo.
Ah. I mean, every other edgy 13-year-old, furry who wants to.
I feel like if I retract my chair any further, I will pull my entire PC with me.
I thought you were about to say you felt called out.
No, my first persona was a blue cat.
And headed what?
What?
And what are you now? A red taco headed what now?
Wusky.
Wusky. There we go. Close enough to Sparkle Dog.
Wait, can a wolf actually breed with a husky?
Yes. In fact, wolf dogs 9 times out of 10 are bred with huskies. It's a wolf bred with a husky. The reason being is because original dogs were a issue in areas that had sleds, or dog sleds, as well as wolves. Because you would wind up with a husky getting their shit going with a waffle, because huskies notoriously like to sleep outside in the cold.
Yeah.
Hence why I said close enough to Spark Dog, because it is a waffle husky. Then again, there's really nothing in the furry spheres anymore that are original. Apple. Apple. Well, where is my watermelon? Watermelon. Meh! I just almost fell.
That's not good.
It would have been worse if I would have hit my face on the ground. I just realized I'm only about a half hour from stream.
Yep. I will probably end my stream then.
That's fine. I'm also about 85 to 90% of the way through my setup already. I set everything else up earlier today. All I have to do is restart my computer.
Alright. I will join your stream.
I'm adding a little bit of lime to the...
Ooh.
Would you like an invite to actually join the stream?
Let me make sure my headphone connector's right here.
There are things I am doing to this watermelon drink that shouldn't be considered holy.
But now I'm gonna...
I'm mixing this in a bottle of Everclear, by the way. Or an Everclear.
Oof.
Well, it's a glass container. I like glass containers. I also really didn't like the Everclear, but at the same time, it was really, really good for mixing into other drinks.
That's
Although
what
I will point out, I have taken a shot of just straight Everclear. Don't ever do that.
I have taken a shot of vodka once. It was not fun.
So, you think taking a shot of vodka wasn't fun? Imagine vodka 20 in potency.
Yeah.
Everclear is only good for two things: killing brain cells and degreasing engines.
Yeah. Oop, the cat's trying to get in my room. Hold on. Would you like to meet the cat?
I mean, sure, I can't see the stream right.
Oh.
Thing. However, I'm fairly certain I have certain your pussy.
You just had a brain stroke.
Yes, I did. I am fairly certain I have seen your pussy. There we go.
Yay.
Why was that a yay? Why was that the weirdest yay?
Yay.
Are you certain you haven't been cutting yay? You have no idea what that phrase means, do you?
No.
Here's a good idea. Listen to the background.
Oh, shit. The kitty. Hello, kitty.
Phrases young people will not understand. He got some yay on his Bible top and new to his nose.
Who is pinging me?
I don't know.
Oh, Joey.
My brain has decided to die. Needle, needle.
Wee. Newcomers. Oh, it's just Frost. Is that one.
Did he enter the Discord again?
No, I just hadn't opened it. When the kitty is nuzzling against everything. She is now on my lap. Oh, hi, Mama. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end stream here because I haven't been productive whatsoever.
That's fine. Also, om nom nom, the noggin.
Okay, nom nom. I will talk to you during... I will get hooked up and I will get onto the... That sounded
F9.
weird. F9?
For me to reset my computer, I need to turn my computer completely off, and as it's booting up, hold down the F9 button to open up BIOS.
Oh, yeah.
Through BIOS, I have to then toggle into Windows mode and load up in Windows mode instead of the default Linux mode, because I hate fucking Windows. By the way, question for you. If Apple made a car that ran completely on iOS, would it still have Windows?
Have you seen that Mulan man? The guy who, like, yells about washing your rice?
No, but I have another weird question for you.
Hmm.
If you had a hot dog and you poured cold water on it, would it become a chili dog?
I've eaten hot dogs straight out the fridge, so...
Then you can't necessarily call that a hot dog.
Nope.
If you eat it straight from the fridge, you should legally be required to call it a chili puppy.
A chili puppy. Here, I'm showing the cat on stream for anyone who's watching. Have a cat.
Nom 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 the cat.
She doesn't like her food. She wants wet food, but we don't have any wet food anymore.
So in other words, she's being prissy. My dog does that from time to time too. Anytime he's being prissy, we just refuse to give him anything other than his normal food until he eats. Sometimes it can go for a couple days without him eating. We don't, by the way, keep his food away from him. We literally just put a bowl of his food down and leave it there, and he'll just refuse to touch it.
I figured that was the case. Because that's what I'm doing right now, is, like, we don't have any cat food to give her except for the dry stuff.
Yeah. Same concept. I had a friend who lived up in Reading who had multiple huskies. Now, it fucking snows in Reading fairly often. And his neighbor would call the cops on him every winter because he's leaving his dogs out in the... That's animal abuse.
They're huskies.
One time the cops actually showed up because this person made it sound like he was literally beating his dogs to death with how urgent she was trying to get them to respond. They got there, got out to his place. He met them at the door, walked them into the backyard, snapped his fingers, and up from under the snow rise like 6 huskies, and I'll just straight look at him, tails wagging. The cop realized they were huskies and literally stated, "This is the most meaningless call I have ever been on." Turned around and walked away.
Yeah. Alright, I will get ready to join. Are you making the party, like, after we end the stream, or are we making the party right before you stream?
I mean, I'm about to make the party now, so...
Okay.
Are we still live?
We are live. That being said, thank you everyone for watching. I will do this another time. Until next time, this is Jackie Versa and Kitthesoulless saying, ooh, signing off.
Ooh, ooh.